Yeah, good evening, viewers. This is BVI Channel 1. Um, in case you're joining us for the first time, this is our live interactive section where we lay everything bare. We speak the truth without fear. Here we say it undiluted. My name is To Tinubu Peters, your host, and I hope you guys will join me on this conversation. Anyone who desires to join me via Zoom, I've placed the link on the description. So you can use the Zoom link to join. And please, when you're joining, keep your mic on the mute. And it will be fantastic if you adhere to this very simple standard procedure. All right? Okay, good. Now, we're just going to go into the details of what we're bringing to you live today. What is trending? The response of Tinubu to bishops who visited him in the villa after they laid their message bare without looking at minding Tinubu's face. You know, they delivered the message promptly, which I can really give them kudos to. Then followed by Tinubu's response, which is trending, and that is where we're taking our conversations from. I need every one of you to listen to this very carefully and attentively. Then when we come back, we let you have your opinion through either the call lines or through the Zoom if you are joining via Zoom. Because here, we are committed to giving you a voice. So let us quickly go to that. What actually transpired in Aso Rock that has raised a lot of dust, especially the response of Tinubu to the bishops that visited him. Listen attentively. I they come back. And please be sharing while watching.
Furthermore, there have been growing concerns about the electoral processes. We note the efforts being made to ensure that the elections are free, fair, and credible. It is our hope that you be on the forefront in demanding that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, delivers credible elections to ensure that Nigeria is set on the path of national development and integrity. This ought to start with making voters' cards easily available to all eligible voters and end with election results that reflect the true choice of Nigerians. Adequate and timely funding of INEC is required to ensure that the agency inspires the confidence of citizens.
I inherit the asset and liability of my predecessor. That's what it is. And I have been running with it. But this government has stabilized and there's prosperity on the horizon. The quality of life is improving. Our founding fathers did their best. They gave us a nation. And we owe it to our generations yet unborn to build a nation of unity, stability, and prosperity for the future. To educate our people. Yes, none of your children in university today, and we say all of them are your children, Reverend Fathers. You can't say 4 years because it's not 4 years. ASU is not on strike. They are not bringing agony to your homes. Is that not an answer to our prayers? To me, that's an answer. The security situation is what it is. We don't have another country but here, this Nigeria. And then we revert to our national anthem. In this complexity, diversity, we shall thrive, live, rejoice, and be good to all of us as humanity. And that is what we're doing. Yes, I've seen that the challenges are there. I inherited it. I didn't run away. I asked for this job. And I'm in it. Those who will take it from me will try. They will try. All is fair in politics. And it's equal opportunity. INEC you mentioned are neutral. They've never intimidated anybody. If political opponents are crying wolves, maybe they are afraid of their own shadows and the uncertainty in the companies they keep. Not me. I'm ready to but I won't give them red carpet. I won't offer them the leash to tie me and rope me. No. We wrestle each other to the finishing point.
All right, that is it. That is what we're talking about. Tinubu actually made some statement which we are going to highlight tonight. Okay, so let's have this conversation as Nigerian people, as Nigeria is heading for a push in 2027. Tinubu is making this very statement, reacting to the message given to him by the bishops who visited him. Okay, so we're going to take them one after the other, but before we take on Tinubu's response to the bishops, okay, let us first of all applaud the bishops who told him straight on to his face what it should be. I mean, the election, and also governance generally, and what Nigerians think of or expect at least from him. Okay, so now having seen the and heard from the bishops, one thing is for him to adhere or to give it a deaf ear. But his response spoke volume. His response has actually opened up his innermost heart, because out of the heart the mouth speaks. First of the statements that is highlighted is that him saying that all is fair in politics. This is a language of gangsters. This is not a presidential language or a man ready for a free and fair election. What it simply means is that Tinubu is telling Nigeria that all is fair in politics. Anything goes. He can do anything in politics as long as he emerge or being declared the winner. You know the mindset he had in 2023, the mindset of grab it at all costs, snatch it, run away with it. That is the mindset he is bringing again to the table. All is fair. That is what it means. Okay? We are not saying that he should roll out red carpet for P2B, which obviously is his main opposition. The other one, he is not contesting. We all know that. It is between P2B and Tinubu. Not even that. It is actually between Tinubu and the Nigerian people. P2B is just a symbol of Nigerians. representing the aspiration and hope of Nigerians. You get the point? So Peter Obi is just not in the picture as far as Nigerians are concerned with 2027 election. It's between Tinubu's APC and the Nigerian people. All right? So now, what Tinubu is actually saying that he's not going to give them a rope that they will use to tie him out of government house. He's not going to roll out carpet. Oh, really? So that is what it is. That is what it is. To say that he's not going to roll it out. I mean the red carpet. But that's exactly what they did to what do you call him? Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan gave APC free and fair election, a level playing. In fact, he gave them more advantage so that they can compete fairly in the election. Even the INEC chairman that Goodluck Jonathan appointed or allowed to conduct that election declared him the loser and declared Buhari the winner. So, in that contest, there was nothing like all is fair. Because if it were so, APC wouldn't have been in power today. And that is the truth. Okay? So, we are having this conversation. If you want to talk, if you want to say your opinion, you can call the numbers on the screen, or I think the number is not popping up on the screen yet, but the numbers are 0810454553. Maybe subsequently on the next program, we'll put up the numbers on the screen. Okay? So let's have your opinion. If you're calling the numbers, +234 810 4545 for those of you who will be calling from outside the country, or calling on WhatsApp. If you want to call from within, you can just dial 0810 4545 So that is it. All right. Now, we are still on it. We are still on the matter. He's going to fight to finish. That's another bombshell he dropped. What does he mean to fight to finish? For all we know, APC is will I call it a terrorist organization, a violent organization, I may say. But Canada court declared APC as a terrorist organization, designated it as a terrorist organization. So when the head of that kind of group or association or political party as it is today is telling you he's going to fight to finish, you can only but say and understand where he's coming from and where he's heading to. So it is for us a violent language to fight to finish or to contest. And that is also showing a sign of panic. Somebody that has, as he claimed, he has almost all the governors in Nigeria on his side. National Assembly, he has captured it. The judiciary is inside his pocket. We're not talking about the defense, the security, the military, the police, and the rest of them. Those ones have been his ping-pong. You get the point? So why are you afraid of a man who has no structure, as some of you claim? You say that Peter Obi do not have any structure, yet you are panicking. A man without any governor, a man whom members of the National Assembly that joined him because of his personality and the message he carries. Why are you afraid? It's obvious you are afraid because Peter Obi is representing the aspiration of millions of Nigerians. There is no two ways about it, so I can't just go on to overemphasize this very thing. You get the point? So I want to share the link on our WhatsApp page. For those of you who are following us, you can go to WhatsApp and start our channel, BVI Channel 1, so that you'll be able to be getting all our notification. Every one of them, you'll be getting it without missing anything. You'll be getting everything, Barati. Okay? So let us have your opinion regarding this very statement of Tinubu. And that is why I'm coming live to have this conversation. Normally, I would have just made a video, dropped it, and we moved into something else. But we are here to give you a voice, and that is why we are doing what we are doing at the moment. Okay? So I'll be dropping the WhatsApp, the Zoom link on the WhatsApp. If you want to get the Zoom link, I think if it is not really if the options are not there for you to click and join this live via the Zoom link. Okay, the Zoom link is there. Okay, it is here on the description. All you need to do is go down to the description. If you are watching from your gadget, maybe your phone, it will be easier for you. Click on the Zoom link, then you'll be able to join. I'll add you up here. Okay, so I'll be waiting for anyone who joins to make his own submission. All right, then outside that, we are also sharing and dropping our numbers on our WhatsApp page. Our WhatsApp channel is BVI Channel 1. You can search it on WhatsApp, search channels on WhatsApp, and you'll be able to get us. All right, so while I'm speaking, I'm also sharing on the WhatsApp. All right, I'm sharing on the WhatsApp. So I just hope you do same, so that we all can go into this conversation. We are going to start through our normal daily live broadcast, so that the people will have the opportunity to air their own opinion to what is happening around them. So this is BVI Channel 1, and we are live on Matters Horizon. I just hope that you help us share this video to everyone. Tell us what you think, and we'll be reading your commentaries right here. We'll be reading your commentaries from here. Okay, so I just hope and also relaying some of our people's opinions here too. We're also streaming on our Facebook as well. So in case you are joining us on the Facebook, thank you for joining. Please share to other people. Let everyone come on board. Is that okay? So having said that, let us get down to more of the highlights of what Tinubu responded to the bishops that visited him. All right, so let us quickly, we'll be reading your comments anyway from here. All right, let us quickly be taking your response, because your response is actually the engagement which we expect everyone to get involved with, because we are here. Our mantra on this platform is to give the people a voice. So I just hope everyone is on the same page with us. Okay? So Tinubu said he's going to fight to finish. You have already said the other one, we've highlighted it. He said all is fair in politics, and we already told you that that's the language of gangsters, a violent language, disputing the fact that he is not ready to give free and fair election. That is what he said there. All right, and also the one he also said that he's going to fight to finish is also a gesture of violence. All right, and the other things he made mention of, actually when he was trying to talk about his achievement, talking about education, the only thing he was saying is that ASU is no longer going on strike. And we all know the country we are living in, what could have happened. Why is it that ASU have not gone on strike? For now, one can also believe that ASU might have been intimidated or their leaders bribed not to go on strike because it does not reflect the educational improvement in Nigeria. If you go out there in the tertiary institutions, how many students have taken student loan in Nigeria? How many? All of those things are audio projects and programmed by government of this. The government, you can hardly trust their good money to you. I can tell you that with my full chest out. If you trust this government at your own peril, I'm telling you, at your own detriment, if you trust this government. When they say ASU have not been on strike, so that is his achievement. Like, ASU not being on strike has improved the educational system. Whereas, more of the elite class, the politicians, their children are graduating every year from abroad university, foreign universities. So what does that say? What does that show? You get the point. So all of this is a part of it. And then when you talk about the major thing, which is the crucial thing, the number one factor of any government, security. You had him. All he could say is that he inherited insecurity. So to him, there is nothing he can do about him. About it or not, the situation is have overwhelmed him. He has no solution to it inside. He's more focused on 2027 election than delivering governance to the people. He's more interested in fighting Fit2Obi to finish instead of fighting insecurity to finish. You get the point? So this is a man that has nothing to contribute to the lives of Nigerian people. If not that he is surrounded by political bandits like himself, by now he shouldn't even be thinking or talking about contesting for 2027 election. That should be the list on his mind. That should be the list. So that is it. And it's quite unfortunate that Nigerians are not yet showing full force their position rejecting this government of impunity. I'm telling you honestly. Frankly speaking, they are not showing enough resentment of this very government of impunity. If they are, I don't think this man will be doing this grandstanding, talking without no substance. Deceiving only himself and his co-travelers. So let us take some of the commentaries here while we wait. If you want to call, you can call +2348104545533, or you call us through Zoom or join through Zoom. Like I said, it's on the description. So let us get to that immediately. Let's get to the commentaries by Chidi. To start with, Chidi Hype Realism. He said that Chidi said that, okay, you just dropped a good evening. Thank you for joining. I hope you are sharing the videos. And Dino, we have problems. Of course, we have problem in Nigeria. Who doesn't know that? Then we have Amira Skit. Okay, Amira's Kitchen. All right. He said, Tinubu should be ashamed of himself for saying that he will fight Obi to finish and get hurt. He said, Tinubu will continue to fight himself and he will fight and get heart attack. Shameless and useless of a criminal. Hey, everybody's calling Tinubu criminal. This one didn't come from me, honestly speaking. It didn't come from me. Somebody's calling. Hello? Okay, NDBC. NDBC, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, NDBC. Okay, I see you are watching from the YouTube.
Yes.
All right. Don't go on the kind of thing where you keep.
Okay.
You heard what Tinubu said.
On fighting to finish.
Fighting to finish.
Yes. Chinedu, I always believe that power is not given, power is taken, and it's taken by the strongest side, and the side is well organized. Political party abụrụ ihe sorry, political power abụrụ ihe ụmụazị. Ọ bụrụ ihe social media advocacy or
Sentiment.
age emotion ema. Ịghọtago? Ọ ife a na-ada organized. Today I was telling somebody that I don't think Nigerians are ready yet. But that is not to say that Nigeria will not be ready maybe by December, or maybe by November, or maybe by next month. It's just one thing that will ignite that consciousness from the people. And once that people believe in somebody, once people are able to connect to a face or a strong face, like P2B is now presenting himself as somebody as most credible person in Nigeria. Yeah. But for now, he has connected with people here and there, in churches, school students, lecturers, people in the market. But there's a need for a force to organize that level of appreciation. People appreciate him, they appreciate him, and people see him as somebody that can kick Tinubu out of power. But let's see how it goes. We will continue. I will encourage you, Chinedu, to continue the advocacy. And from my own side, both on the street, everywhere, I will continue to encourage people. Of course, to direct people that the only way to go is political power.
Noise.
Without God, the only thing you need is ballot revolution. And the power of the people is greater than those few people in government. The moment people say yes, you are ready, you can rig out a candidate that is most popular everywhere in Nigeria. It's not possible. So whether today we fighting to finish, we can't stay in our sort of to fight. I know the last time it was because of Buhari. Buhari is not as desperate as Tinubu, and Buhari is not as political as Tinubu. Buhari, to a very large extent, is politically naive. So nobody expects Tinubu to give P2B or opposition power. No, I don't expect that. I expect to see fierce battle.
Talking about fierce battle, talking about fighting to finish, talking about all of those things. Does it mean violence at all cost? Because his language is that of violence. Because when he said all is fair in politics, that is what it means. Anything goes. Don't you think so?
Let us not deceive ourselves. Tinubu will use everything possible. Everything possible. He will use MC or what's the name of that?
MC Oluomo.
Oluomo, yes. You know, there's a formal battle and there's a formal battle. He is in control of formal battle, which is army, police, DSS, EFCC, all of them, the civil defense. He is in charge of them. Then informal battle, people like MCU, and the other guy, what's the name of the other Yoruba guy that people
Sunday
recognize
Boho.
him? Sandy Igboho, yes, you use people like Sandy Igboho. But the thing is that whether he's using the informer and the former people to do the battle, you can't win battle against the people. How many are those people? How many of them are in Lagos? How many of them are in Abuja? How many of them are in Kaduna? You know? So MCO, uh, uh,
Oluomo.
MC Oluoma, Oluoma with his boys can only mobilize, let's say, 10,000 people. 10,000 people. 10,000 people. If 1 million people should come out in Lagos State, you can't be. There's nothing Tinubu can do. If 1 million people, 2 million people should come out and say this is the direction we're going, this like we have a mass situation in Nigeria today where the president is referring us. I saw the video you published in the afternoon, Chinedu, where the president is referring the Nigerians that fuel is expensive because of the war
In Iran.
going on in Iran.
God
You know, these things, sometimes, you know, like this, you see, actually, you know, then they say that fuel do na Anambra, crude oil do na Anambra State. During the war, we refined our own products, crude oil, to drive our cars, to have PMS, to have DPK, to have AGO. We refined our crude oil during the war, in under war situation. So we have crude oil in Aguero, Omasi. We have largest deposit of gas in Omasi. Yet people in Omasi cannot buy gas, cooking gas cheap. People in Omas cannot access fuel. People in Anambra cannot buy fuel, although because of federal government policy. Now all the natural mineral resources under 6 feet goes to the federal government. When you begin to think about these things, you say, oh, okay, banana is school. In fact, let all of us suspend school, suspend everything, and fight this battle at once. Because these guys are deceiving us. Because you know that school and I go out on the colonial master there. And their training is to how they're teaching you has to be a good slave. Everything Hannah accusing you how to be a good slave. Ụmụaka kịta emesịa waya gị 123 ihe fon ọ na-apị fon ọ na-apị na fon ọ dụgo karịa da wọ ma nchetezi ihe ọ ya ema ịghọtago then ma ọrụ a ga-alụ like ime nkịta Anambra steeti anya ụzọ adịrọ mmiri anara agba public pipe water ọkụ anara enwu why not ibido na primary school kụziere ụmụaka how to construct roads. If they use interlocking technology, thousand in Anambra State. The governor 2 years after almost in Anambra State. About public money, you partner with private. If I go to 10 trillion naira bond to build roads in Anambra State, 10 trillion naira bond to use. People from Anambra State, yeah, subscribe over subscription. That bond will get record. Just for road construction. If there's a job, you still recover the bond. If I turn on my street, not interlocking, as a landlord, we for 500,000 naira. I will pay the 500,000 naira.
With appreciation,
yes,
with multiple appreciation.
Yes, is it a property tax 50,000 naira every year? I will gladly be paying that. These governors and the president, these guys are lazy. Okay, for the solution on London, name on where enjoy.
With the family.
I didn't put Tinubu fighting to finish. I didn't put bad governance from state point of view. Bad governance also federal level, or from local government to state level. You know what I mean? So, Chinedu, in all those things, I'm not road construction. Road construction, abroad, BPD, all these processes of contractor. They say how many years experience for one. Can they get able Lugasiolo? Can they able director? Set up a cooperative. Use it trade why you choose skills. Train them on interlocking technology. Train them on hydroform. I use when allow affordable housing. Train them on electricity, solar. Go into partnership with solar company done in China. They train ụmụaka. A na-etrain ụmụaka. Etrain si ụmụaka eje na connect ọkụ na schools. Ịlụ bara mmadụ na-agụ akwụkwọ ịgụgide akwụkwọ isi na ị na-agụ sayensị. But you cannot use that knowledge to solve simple problems around you. Does it make sense? You cannot produce food yet when president, and when governor. Because all these things are going to set if Peter will be assuming that Peter will be the president next year. Yeah. I'm not the only one na Peter will be perform a miracle. The only difference between him and Tinubu na ọ ga-achọ people nwee brain wuo onwe okirikiri, and because Omangani is ori like these people, ọ ya akpachisi everywhere. Ịghọtago? Ọ ya ma the difference. But enwere ofu ya masị ihe niile sọsọ. No, ịdị humble enough to accommodate people ka amalụ. Mbụrụ onye isi gị taa nwere mgbe nna asị na mmasị ihe niile. Kama onye atụta alụ. When anything can come my west, yes, let's go this direction. And you are doing it for public interest, for peace to reign, for better society, for people to be happy. Because essence of life is just to be happy. What we are dying on the web.
Of course.
And when you was in them, each go moto, in a bank, well, credit, and then you credit as at single digit interest rate. Ijen innocent, if we are car 30 million naira. You can sell it to another person, or you go to the company when you get another model. So far the generate income. You want to now put the money. Any economy now on cash and carry. Abro system, you don't have system there. Any economy now no cash and carry. What was bushas or what new bushas because we are Nigeria also upper class they borrow when go to banks. The lower class, A2 even middle class, is go to bank to borrow money now they won't give you. Unless you come agree dealing 200,000 or 300,000. But in try borrow agree go to Kita. And what about me and that one? No agree loan. What about me and that one? So Kaine Kumaka Tinubu fighting to finish. Kaine Matakwaka, if I get a problem. And I got a good steady, like in Game Kuketa, Anambra State. Also, I can start again. You need a big time contract. It is your bond. It's not a big deal. It is your bond. Advertising, how would you pay? It's easy. You have the instrument of power, law and order. You have the instrument of force, that is enforcement. You have law. As long as people for the transparent, the people the sincere, it gain all people's confidence. About why in our lose a street award to 2 million naira, it's not 30 million naira. That one the was government now. You're a capitalist and criminal. You're a criminal. Also, I want 2 million naira. It's not 30 million naira.
Hey man, that is exactly why they are all after and interested to get contracts, can allow contracts, can allow so can or in order to inflate the prices of projects most times.
And that is why things are not working. You know that? That is why things are not working. That is why I good people go with the first. So because good people with the so you are somebody like Tinubu get a
In fact, sometimes I wonder. Sometimes the thing beyond about Gojuma, you know, it's really mother and now accumulate wealth he doesn't need.
Can you or come and 10 years get to live on this earth?
Ọbọkọ m ji ndụ mmadụ mana di anyị ndị akwa isigwo ọgwụ advance nke ahụ nke anyị dịgoro sure.
To live better. Assuming no okay, 15 years or come with 15 years. Because I want to go 80 years.
Nke a dịgoro sure.
Yes. So 15 years plus 80 years or 95 years. On the 95 years, on the Oya knows go work Cameroon.
Pobia.
Pobia, I got a inauguration of Banapa, France. If another in on a country, the another man country. These guys are shameless.
Extremely shameless.
If Soludo Jacob, when you Soludo Jacob, you Jacob, after being Central Bank governor for 5 years. You know, go to Yalo, you know, go on a village, you know, go to Abuja, you know, go to UK. Then get the why not cool that over the best hands? Can you wear research institute? Can you train on that research institute? Why not bring them in? Implement those things in our research over the years. Will you build those institutions in Anambra State? Will you build those institutions? Will you, in building data like this, now with that office, use part of that. Assuming nature remember the number of people that are working in Anambra State. You can easily do it within 6 months. In a message research, why are you a researcher? Why are you a professor? Why can you be a professor?
Anyway, I'm going to go to some of the you know, you didn't join. Maybe on one day I'll take their calls. But let us, while we are still here, can I go some of the commentaries in the Madam here, because that is one of the things our viewers will definitely be doing. Okay, coming from Mark Anthony. Okay, let me start with this person that has made commentaries before. Amira's Kitchen say, Tinubu, come and show Nigerians what you have done for your time in Aso Rock and stop deceiving yourself. You will go from grace to grass and end up in shame, if at all you understand what shame means. So Mark Anthony said here, I don't get it. Why is Tinubu so focused on 2027? If he was actually providing good governance, the vote will work for him. He went further to say that Tinubu is the same person who stated that if he doesn't fix electricity in his first term, don't elect him for second term. Where is the electricity? I'm currently running on generator. As we speak. So, basically these are the two persons that are giving more engagement on this program tonight. We want more people to react. Not also these two persons not here. Not just these two persons that are here. You can table in your own opinion. In fact, for those of you who may be saying, oh, I don't know or get what we are really conversation and the base of our conversation tonight, let me bring to you once again what happened in Aso Rock today that had raised dust, especially with the reaction of Tinubu to what the bishops told him in the villa. Let us get to that quickly And when we come back, we'll continue the conversation.
Furthermore, there have been growing concerns about the electoral processes. We note the efforts being made to ensure that the elections are free, fair, and credible. It is our hope that you be on the forefront in demanding that the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, delivers credible elections to ensure that Nigeria is set on the path of national development and integrity. This ought to start with making voters' cards easily available to all eligible voters and end with election results that reflect the true choice of Nigerians. Adequate and timely funding of INEC is required to ensure that the agency inspires the confidence of citizens.
I inherit the asset and liability of my predecessor. That's what it is. And I have been running with it. But this government has stabilized, and there's prosperity on the horizon. The quality of life is improving. Our founding fathers did their best. They leave us a nation, and we owe it to our generations yet unborn to build a nation of unity, stability, and prosperity for the future. To educate our people. Yes, none of your children in university today, and we say all of them are your children, Reverend Fathers. You can't say 4 years course is not 4 years. ASU is not on strike. They are not bringing agony to your homes. Is that not an answer to our prayers? To me, that's an answer. The security situation is what it is. We don't have another country but here. It's Nigeria. And we revert to our national anthem. In this complexity, diversity, we shall thrive, live, rejoice, and be good to all of us as humanity. And that is what we're doing. Yes, I've seen that the challenges are there. I inherited it. I didn't run away. I asked for this job, and I'm in it. Those who will take it from me will try. They will try. All is fair in politics, and it's equal opportunity. INEC you mentioned are neutral. They've never intimidated anybody. If political opponents are crying wolves, maybe they are afraid of their own shadows and the uncertainty in the companies they keep. Not me. I'm ready to let, but I won't give them red carpet. I won't offer them the leash to tie me and rope me. No. We wrestle each other to the finishing point.
All right, that is it. For those of you who have just joined us, you've heard what Tinubu just said and his response to bishops that came to visit him at the villas today. And one good thing about the whole video is the position of the bishop. Nobody is talking about the position of the bishops who delivered a message, a very strong worded message to Tinubu regarding governance and conduction of free and fair election. You know, that is exactly what prompted Tinubu to make those commentaries. You know, it's coming from the position of the bishop mandating Tinubu at all cost to deliver free and fair election. So that's why he was like saying, "Oh, he's not going to. He's going to fight to finish." He even endorsed INEC as being neutral, you know, and then say he's not going to give these people a red carpet or give them rope, and that's exactly what um, Jonathan did wrong in 2015 that made the APC to push him out, because he gave them free and fair election, if you may say. He gave them a leveling playing ground, even gave them more advantage. That's how they were able to push him out. So he's afraid of his own shadows. That is my own opinion. Tinubu is afraid of his own shadows. Then he now resort to using very harsh, violent language. All is fair in an election, meaning that anything goes. When somebody telling you that all is fair in a fight, that's even to play outside the rules. All is fair in politics, meaning anything goes. So that should tell Nigerians the man we are talking about. Just like you pointed out in the BC, that Tinubu is not a gentleman politician. You also said that he is a very strong-headed politician. He's not going to allow anybody to push him out just like that. In as much as he's saying all of that, we also expect him to do the needful. But I must thank the very people, I mean the bishops that went to see him, that delivered that message to him directly. Honestly, they did a very good job there. They did a very wonderful job by delivering that message to him, not minding. Because I was surprised they were not standing on his mandate, because that is the new national anthem. NDBC? Yes, now.
The truth is that Nigerians are docile. Nigerians I just don't understand why Nigerians up till now have not taken over the street. People are suffering and smiling. It could be because most Nigerians are too religious, sentimental. People are emotional. People don't believe that they can effect change through politics. People believe that all form of power. For we still there now. If they come out, we still there. You know, so people don't have that burning desire for social change. I believe if not majority of, we have over 200 million people, let's say 90 million people are registered or have their voters cards, 90 million people, let's say conservatively, 90 million people have their voters card, and just 30 million people decide to take over power. I'm telling you, Tinubu cannot be there the next day. Even if he likes, let him appoint his own son as the INEC chairman.
For
His
sure.
own son as INEC chairman should be in Abuja waiting for results to come.
Exactly.
If you like,
Exactly.
appoint your own anointed professors, that is VCs of the universities, to be state returning officers. State returning officers will be in their hotel room waiting for an election to be conducted. They have only, of course, they don't have vote. They will not vote that day. All they will be doing is waiting for election result to come. If you like, have your courses as local government returning officers. It doesn't matter. It will not make any difference. Your courses being the local government returning officer will not be the person that will vote at the polling station level. So if Nigerians know this what that you've been saying, Chinedu, or GGM has been saying over the years, if we know the secret of winning the election, it's game over for all these politicians. Because they believe that it's intentional. What they are doing is intentional. They increase cost of transportation so that you will not move from one location to the other. They increase cost of food so that you'll be too hungry that once they give you 5,000 naira, you'll be happy to collect it and vote to Renew Hope agenda on your mandate you stand. But there's one thing. If people know that they can collect the money and still vote that person they don't like out, these politicians will secure enough sense. Because what I see them doing is packing money, and at the end of the day, they believe they can just bring 5,000 and share people. They are mocking us that we don't have sense. But I know few of us, we have sense, and it's just that few of us that will convert that 30 million people. What we need is just 30 million people to cause ballot revolution in this country. And it will happen. The way I'm seeing it, it will happen. P2B is already an alternative, standing as an alternative. Nobody has been able to prove that P2B has stolen public money or P2B has given his wife contract or has made his son billionaire through public fund. Nobody has, off record, been able to prove that. So that is why P2B is a viable alternative. But however, not saying that P2B is sent, that once P2B goes in, it will be aired around for everybody.
Automatically. People don't even realize that the way we are going to drag P2B, if he eventually becomes the president of Nigeria, people will be wondering because he has raised the bar. The expectation will be very high, just like we did in Anambra State here with Soludo.
Will continue, of course. But the difference between Tinubu and P2B is that you can't give what you don't have.
But there is your
It's not possible for you to. You cannot plant orange and you want to harvest mango. It's not possible. If you plant orange, you harvest orange. If you plant mango, you harvest mango. Once you cannot give what you don't have, you don't. Nobody should expect miracles. We all know that Jagaban is a mafia. We all know that he is. Look at it. Ada Soshomoro said yesterday or a few days ago that P2B is a trader. Is it easy to be a trader? Is it easy to buy and sell? For you to succeed there, you need financial discipline. Oshomoro, what is your business? What are you trading on? What are you trading on? So these guys, Oshomoro, can you identify any brand, any business, any company that you can you can connect him with? Or are you Tinubu before he became the governor of Lagos State? Can you say that this is what this guy is doing? This is his brand. This is his business. This is his company. He's into importation from US or from China. Or he has built companies in Lagos. Can you say that of Tinubu? So he has not built He has not developed any idea. So these guys, I mean, you can learn another market bananka.
At all.
Another market bananka.
At all. Ada eme eme.
Even before now, I so much believe in people speaking big grammar.
Mm,
I was thinking that they have ideas. If they go to government, they will do wonders.
mm.
But of course, me and you, we have seen the results. The results are playing out here and there. You
Yeah.
know, if you manage to go to small business, I for how you manage it. I for how you develop
Many
something.
there are many politicians na Nigeria, even those of them that had career before they joined politics, have abandoned their career. They have abandoned their practice. Their source of livelihood over politics, government patronage.
Because politics is too attractive in Nigeria.
Somebody like Nwike, even this person made the self confession. Mbo Amechi the other time. Amechi said it that he had never worked anywhere, only from one government office to the other since he graduated. He said it with his mouth. The same is also applicable to Wike. The same is also applicable to many of these politicians in Nigeria.
Including many young guys. Young guys get for one thing or the other. But not successful whatever thing they're doing. The next thing, you can go from somewhere. The next thing on our House of Assembly.
Ozugbo ozugbo.
On our House of Assembly. But if you can in Nigeria, what law? Can law a sponsor? Can be a sponsor me there. Obuyana Bobby.
Mmọnwụ akụkọ.
Can be a sponsor there. Most times in job of I say no, I will empower our constituency. Empowerment kind of
Empowerment all lawmaker. Is it all lawmaker to empower constituency? Emago na institutionalize go government of Babiala, government of Alomajiri na Nigeria. In Nigeria is about philanthropic politicians or philanthropic government. Things charity organizations in make a government take it upon themselves as a government, as a policy. What a shame.
I gotta accuse them, but this is the mandate we have. Because if I go market like this, yeah, even in local places, if you go to your community, you know, okay, that our man, Casimir, local government. Before I got to local government, as a local government chairman, what gave me game? Other than but these are activists too. These are people fighting for a better society. Now, in a local government, even though they now to local government operations in Anambra State. Now I can see Fanco.
Of course, now.
I said they have 400 million naira. So they see that as 150.
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
50 million. Around 50 million or 30 tier number.
Owoluziele eze kewezie ndị ọzọ.
Owozielu 20 kewezie udo ga-achị na local government ke PA political PA ke ndị ọzọ
owekwụbakwazi ụgwọ owekwụbakwazi ya peanut a na-akwụ civil servants at the local government level.
All slave all the oyibo na Nigeria slave, corporate slave.
Anyway, Ndubuisi, ka pause go to for some time. Ka go some of the commentaries in here. Then I wrap here up. Because some were more new people now, Batagase. Some of them are asking or actually wanting to know the direction of this conversation. It's coming from what Tinubu responded to the bishops that came visiting at the villa, asking and demanding good governance and free and fair election come 2027. Okay? His response there has stirred a lot of controversy, and that's what we are discussing right here, and many more. So only not on the other phone having this conversation with me tonight, even to be and Enugu. Normally on adeba na Zoom, man also go see through all the more condition of network or condition of electricity or convenience. Also go see through WhatsApp wherever today. All right. The two most active people today in our conversation tonight on our on the comment section, Amira's Kitchen. We thank you. I think you are doing you have kitchen eatery. Okay, that's good. Other than that, if you identify yourself, you bring your business to us, we will promote it for you for free. People who are really engaged on our programs, we will do that as part of our corporate responsibility. What I go? Veronica, okay, somebody else again. Mark Anthony, these two people are standing today in our live conversation today on the comment section. Some of the people also come on the call, but we didn't have any calls today. We also didn't have requests on the Zoom. The Zoom link is always open. We'll be keeping this Zoom link always open so that people can easily join our live conversation. And on when Boge Luzi, I may or they very consistent. That's or the same link can some people will be joining the program with. So that at any time you don't need to start searching for the link. You just click on the link. Once we are live, we are here. All right. Okay, so McAnthony said here. Okay, McAnthony said okay, Mira's Kitchen said, Tinubu, come and show Nigerians what you have done for your time in Aso and stop deceiving yourself. You will, okay, I think we've read that. While McAnthony dropped his comment here, I think as we are going further, we'll be bringing this our conversation on the screen. I will try and put up that setup so that while we are live, people will also be seeing the commentaries right there. Though I know some of you who are watching from your TV set might not be seeing the commentaries, so that's why we are reading it out. Okay. So McAnthony said, I don't get it. Why is Tinubu so focused on 2027 election? If he actually providing good governance, votes will work for him. He went further to say, in the same person, okay, I think we've taken these very commentaries in the past. All right. He said, how can fuel be expensive in Nigeria? NDBC, I think this one, I know you are going to react to it. Okay, you've already mentioned it actually. How can fuel be expensive in Nigeria? Because of war in Iran. When Nigeria produces its own, you said petroleum, but I think it should be crude oil, because if we are producing petroleum as expected, Nigeria will not be affected by the war. And also, if we are selling to our local manufacturers of petroleum or refineries, we don't need to expose our crude oil to the international monetary pricing, making things almost extremely very difficult for Nigerians. DBC, do you react to it?
Yes, my dear brother. See, it's just like mathematics turned upside down. It's just like you have a house, you turn the house upside down and say there's a foundation.
Okay,
There is no
wait, Ndubisi, before you react, can go say in at once, or on a few other comments, so that you react it once, because we'll be wrapping up any moment from now. It's almost
all right.
the hand. So, uh, uh we're here. I said, simple. One of the reasons why OT of Abia State is doing well is that he filled his administration with folks that are qualified. Now we have Soul Train 58 said, being president is not by force. Tinubu and his wife like power too much. Veronica said here that Almighty God will remove Tinubu. I don't believe so. It is we Nigerians that will do the needful. All right? God will not come down from heaven to remove Tinubu, except you're asking God to take his life, which I believe he has the powers to do so. That is, if that is his will. But I don't think so. Almighty God will remove Tinubu. Tinubu, whatever you depend on for you to come back in 2027 will fail. Will fail you. All right. It's, Kucheliam Maza or whatever. You might know your name. Tinubu will be disgraced and removed from Asoro come 2027 by the grace of God. Then this other comment viewer said, how can Tinubu say that quality of life is improving when he pushes Nigeria further into debt with extinctive borrowing? Frederick Deji also made some commentaries, I think remarks. Veronica went further to say, these demons occultic Tinubu said the life of Nigerians is improving. How? Please, God Almighty, come remove this man. Oh. Nigerians, then I just want to read this in very quickly. Spewing out nonsense. Go and do presidential debate. Then Frederick, he said the growing population is not his fault. Make una go shop agbado and kurikuri. So Chidozie said, Baba abeg go. Baba abeg go. Okay, God bless you. So the last comment we have here is from the politicians, from Mark Anthony, saying the politicians are scared of Peter Obi because they know he will end all wasteful money they pay to themselves. Similar to what LSO did in Abia State. Obi will destroy their feeding bottle. Ejiofor Chris said this election will be won and lost based on how we were able to mobilize Christians all over the country and how we were able to expose the dangers of insecurity. Okay. That one sounds quite religious, but I don't think it is only the Christians that need Tinubu out. In fact, both Christians, Muslims, and traditional worshippers on what only Tinubu favored. Tinubu favored no man, favored no religion, favored no tribe. He only favored himself, his family, and his co-travelers of political bandits in Aso or in power with him today. So that is just it. NDBC, give us your closing remark. I check all the in it tata blugo bosses.
Emma, our own duty and core responsibility is to sensitize and educate our people on what it takes to have good governance in our society. And the only way to have it is when people begin to appreciate the power they have. When people recognize the power they have power to put those public servants in power and remove them from power. They can make them anything. They can also destroy them. The power resides with the people. So our own responsibility here as GGM ambassador, governance ambassador, is to continue, just like preaching in the church. You cannot say that you have preached enough. And you cannot say that you've read Bible from Genesis to Revelation, that people should know what to do. That you have educated them enough. That people should know what is right and what is wrong. We should continue to do that. And we must continue to register and record new converts by every day. Just like we have many people commenting on the comment side. Tomorrow, we are hoping to have new converts coming here. It's not enough to criticize Tinubu, to say that Tinubu should go, Tinubu go. What you should do is to begin to talk to the next door person. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to your friends, your village people. Ask them whether they have their voters that they should go and secure it. Forget anybody telling you that vote doesn't count. Now forget they have written election resource. That Tinubu has police, he has army, he has INEC. But this night, I want to tell you that Tinubu is one person. Chief of Army Staff is one person. INEC chairman in Abuja is one person. INEC commissioner at the state level is one person. A professor returning state election result is one person. If you count all those people put together, I mean the big men or about what the INEC, the middle class officers, the middle class people, everyone they go na go na for go. I want a motor, I want uno. Hado 10,000 people. I want a motor, I want uno. Even they see if you can fly an on. You know, they feel the same thing I feel. I mean the big men like INEC chairman Abuja, state returning officer, professor in charge of a state. All those people need which to go for has to benefit from the corruption going on in Nigeria. You know, so my message this night is that these people are just free people and they are afraid. And they even told that to happy. Happy na millions of our youth go say I got no job, no. They are underemployed. Banks not in Nigeria, their workforce about 100,000. Only about 1,000 but their permanent staff.
Exactly.
99,000
contract.
All those people in the banks, all of them are contract staff.
Of course.
Contract staff. So all the companies, telecommunication companies, they are using contract staff everywhere. All the oil companies, workforce are all 10,000. Only about 500, 1,000 people or 500, they are permanent staff. Why would you do like that? Because of the fraudulent system you have. If you are in the university, if you're a professor, if you are this, if you are that, ask yourself, can your salary build a house for you? Your salary, your 20 years salary, can it build a duplex for you? It cannot. It's only a functional system. A system that will empower central bank through commercial banks to give loan a single digit interest rate. A system that will automate all Nigerians in order to have unique identification number, like what you have social security number. A system that will empower an institution that will register all the property everywhere in Nigeria. In 10 duplexes in Nigeria, that system will see it. Will say that it's in the BC that has a duplex in Enugu, he has in Onitsha, he has in Lagos, and he will be paying property tax. If it's a commercial building, he will be paying property tax. So you need a system that will make it such that the price of PMS, I mean the fuel, we are buying about 1,310 naira today. Ideally, our followers in the those people watching this program, I want to tell you that if I should be the president of Nigeria, fuel should not be anything above 180 naira. 180 naira. In line with our income. Because when you are paying, okay, I say 180 naira, and the minimum wage should not be anything less than 300,000. That is if fuel is sold at 180 naira, minimum wage should be not less than 300,000 naira.
I agree with you.
Let nobody begin to tell tell me that inflation, what of money circulation will be high, is a lie. If you begin to reduce inequalities in the society, people at that upper class that they have surplus money, too much money that they don't know what to do with it.
Exactly.
People at that upper level, businessmen, captains of industry, political class,
Honestly.
they have the VCs of universities, vice chancellors. If you ever have opportunity of being in any public office, I'm telling you, you have excess access to free money. Free money to steal. There's we know that there are some of us who know what is going on, and again, who have solution. We have solution.
All
If
right.
I am the president, like P2B, to more than 180 naira per liter. I know how to do it now. In fact, we don't have any business. Last week or thereabouts, I saw To Tinubu giving oil licenses to companies here and there, about 37 companies. That is fraud.
Hmm.
You don't give oil well license to a private companies. What you should do, they turn the oil well back to the state. If state is federating unit, return it to them. Let them manage it. Let them manage it. The oil for now is pure public goods. It's pure public goods, just like electricity. It's pure public goods that government should be interested. You don't give it to a monopolist, one man to be in charge of electricity the whole of Southeast. Important that the whole state, in here one company to be managing. It's a madness. You should give it to up to 30 to 100 companies here and there, reporting to government. That is how it's done everywhere in the
I
world.
know Nigeria broke it forward. Nigeria has been what it is. Nigeria is what it is. But we will continue in the advocacy in WC. I think we have far more spent our time. Kairapu was yours. Will continue in this conversation because Nigeria every day comes in another wahala. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Thank you, NDBC, for joining in this conversation. At least it's almost an hour since you joined, and you've been very prompt as usual in your submission. Thank you so much for joining in this program tonight. And to those who have been watching, we appreciate you all very well. But we cannot end this conversation without appreciating all our subscribers. For those of you who have not subscribed yet, please click on the subscription button. Follow all our activities online on the social media. So like, share, and also help in the mobilization for the ballot revolution come 2027. My name is Asu Chinedu Peter. Thank you very much. I'll be signing you out from now. So to you all, good night to you, and I say may God bless you. Have a wonderful night rest until we come back again live. There are other videos we've dropped today. Please help us to share it. Keep sharing it. It's making sense. It is hitting target. It is making impact. Okay? And together we can build a better society for ourselves and for our children unborn. And on this, I'm saying good night. Bye-bye for now.